unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. He's brought down. All
right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun snap to Locke. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. The gun, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
On 1st and 10, McKinney. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Complete to
Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Lock working out of the gun. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Lock. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, McKinney. Toward the sideline, that's hauled in by Marshall. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Carolina.
Operating from the gun, McKinney gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over.
Social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on. 5-2, Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Check 26, check 26.
Lock going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Where's 52?
Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Locke. They'll run the screen with Mack. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Locke going to keep this. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
On On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Mack, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Bears have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Bears 7.
Back with it, a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. McKinney. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, McKinney. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, McKinney. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McKinney. And caught by Cameron right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McKinney taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
from the gun. Block. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, block. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Block. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock, flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Throwing on 1st down. McKinney, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, McKinney. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McKinney. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Off the play fake. McKinney sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, McKinney over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 18-yard line.
Play action. McKinney. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Bears 10.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal is a way of doing it. Makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Locke. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 3rd and long. McKinney. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Back now at Soldier Field. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is locked. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is
up 2nd and 5.
To throw it is Locke. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Locke going to keep this. Here's a quick throw right side. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Bears 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. McKinney firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, McKinney eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A quick throw outside by Locke. And so close, he gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll look to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown! And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Bears 25, Panthers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
12-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly.
A 29-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Panthers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.